In just 4 days, we will see who will be crowned the first ever JWS Intercontinental Champion. And also in just 4 days, we will see who will face me for the YouTube Gaming Heavyweight Championship at the grandest stage of them all. That's right. If you missed last week, you all know the drill. But if you missed last week, the final 2 competitors in the JWS Intercontinental Championship Tournament are Jeremy Reigns and Miles Lesnar. Miles defeated James Ellsworth last week as Jeremy defeated Ivan. And now those 2 are set to go one-on-one at Bufflane in 4 days to determine and crown the first ever JWS Intercontinental Champion. And also, speaking of to determine something, we will also determine and see who will face me at the grandest stage of them all for my prestigious YouTube Gaming Heavyweight Championship title between Dean Hawkins and the sinister-looking superstar I told you about last week who won his match, Sean. Now, I'm sure you all probably want to hear my thoughts or hear what I have to say about Dean Hawkins and Sean going at it to determine who will face me at the grandest stage of them all for the YouTube title. Well, as a matter of fact...
Jared. Just save it. It doesn't matter what you have to say, my guy. It doesn't matter what your thoughts are. The fact is, I'm going to Bufflane, and I'm going to beat Dean Hawkins, and I'm going to go to the grandest stage of them all, and I'm going to beat you as I walk out the brand new YouTube Gaming Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, Sean. You come out here, you interrupt me on what I'm trying to say. You interrupt my thoughts that I was going to give about this match. First of all, I wasn't actually going to say much. Second of all, it doesn't matter what you claim to be facts, because what you said are just theories. What I'm going to say isn't a prediction, it's a spoiler. No matter the winner at Bufflane, I don't care if it's you, or I don't care if it's Hawkins. I'm going to go into Jared Mania as the YouTube Gaming Heavyweight Champion, and I don't care how many times I have to stomp you or Hawkins' head into the mat. I will do it until you guys can't take it anymore, and I pin you to the mat. 1, 2, 3, and I stand above you, holding the title high as I reign supreme as the greatest of all time.
Let me make something perfectly clear with you on that, Jared. You're gonna be stomping my head into the mat for all of eternity. Because inside these ropes, nobody does the devil's work better than I do. Not just at Bufflane, but at Jared Mania, I'm gonna show Hawkins, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna show everybody here, I'm gonna show everybody watching at home why I am the devil's favorite demon. And I'm gonna show you why you should never push me to that limit.
Well, I guess we'll just wait and see when you see me at Jared Mania. Or I guess, if you make it to Jared Mania. You gotta get past Dean Hawkins first. Until then, good luck, Mr. Devil's favorite demon.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down in the most delightful way.
My fair lady.
Mike Myers. You dare show up and you cost me the JWS IC Championship Tournament against Ellsworth? Well, how does it feel that I showed up last week and attacked you after your match? You know, people say when they go out and they see the weather and it's all sunny and it's sunshiny and it's beautiful out, and then they go out a few hours later and it's all cold and everything, and they say, well, Mother Nature don't know what she want to do today. Sometimes nature can be a freak, and the freak of nature can sometimes turn into psychotic. Yeah, you a psycho killer and everything, but you don't know me, Mike. I am a 6'8" psychotic freak of nature. You claim yourself to be a 6'8", a psychotic to nature? Well, that's not what I saw when you got beat by a noob. You got beat by Ellsworth. You ain't no psychotic freak of nature. You're just nature's bitch. Listen to me, Christian. I'm gonna say this once, and I'm gonna say this one time only. Turn your ass around, get out of this ring, go backstage before I show you how much of a freak of nature I can be. One chance. Go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Subscribe and turn on all notifications, or Mike Myers will come for you.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
In 4 days, we will see who will be crowned the first ever JWS Intercontinental Champion between myself and Miles, as we are in the finals. The final round of the JWS IC tournament takes place in 4 days. Before I get to what I want to say, I want to invite Miles out here so we can say what we have to say to each other before we go at it, before we battle it out, scratch, claw, throw everything at each other to determine for one of us to be crowned the first ever JWS Intercontinental Champion. Well there, Jeremy. Two men that's been friends since middle school. We now make it to a situation to where we're now enemies, as both of us are going to go at it. We're going to fight to the death to be crowned the first ever JWS Intercontinental Champion in the final round, the last day of the IC title tournament. And boy, my brother, you just bought yourself a one-way ticket to Suplex Village, bitch. Listen, Jeremy, you know I love you like a brother, right? You're my best friend, one of my bestest friends that I truly do love like a real brother. But in this business, in this industry, like any other business, any other place you work at, it's business. I'm going to Bufflane, I'm going to throw everything at you, and I'm going to make sure I go all the way so I am crowned the first ever JWS Intercontinental Champion. Bitch. Oh, Miles, you said a lot of things in that statement. And the unfortunate part is, you only said just a little things that were right. Some of those things you said were right. But however, the key word is only some of those things are right. The thing that you're overlooking in that statement is that you think for 1 second that you're going to be the first ever JWS Intercontinental Champion? I don't think so, brother. You think you're the one that fought hard to actually get to where you are? You think you're the one that actually fought hard in that tournament? I actually had more harder opponents than you did. You didn't even have to try to win. But me, on the other hand, did you see my opponents? You fought mid-card noobs. You also technically fought a former WWE superstar. Did you see him in WWE? Don't worry. Don't be shocked. And don't be embarrassed, because not a lot of people remember him either. But back on track here. I'm going to Bufflane. I'm gonna beat the ever-living shit out of you. And then I'm going to stand before you, holding the JWS Intercontinental Championship with pride and dignity, while you're laying down on this mat in the middle of this ring, lifeless, and my bitch. You see, Jeremy, all I'm hearing is this. All I'm hearing is your lips running. Your mouth says a lot. But your mouth can't write a check your ass can't cash. You can talk all you want, but we'll just see what's going to happen in 4 days when I take you to Suplex Village. Beyond.
I believe I can fly.
You think you're real cute, huh, don't you, Sean? Playing your entrance music in the middle of my match. I had that match won, and everybody knows it. What do? You cause me a distraction, turning my attention away from the match, and you costed me against Sin Cara. But you know what? It's fine. I ain't that mad at you, Sean, because come Bufflane in just 4 days, your ass belongs to me. Earlier tonight, you told Jared that inside these ropes, nobody does the devil's work better than you do. They don't call me a lunatic for nothing. Because I am a lunatic. When I step in these ropes, the second you hear that bell ring, I instantly become crazy. And I'm all over my victims to the point where I will not stop until they are officially stopped. And come Bufflane in just 4 days, you are going to be just another example of what I said. In 4 days, the devil's favorite demon falls to the lunatic of JWS.
Two.